Hello there, and welcome to Iron Man Review, issue number 3. Now, let's start off with the artwork again at the very from the cover. I mean, the cover's pretty sweet. It's very similar-ish to the last one, but I like it. I mean, better in the last one. This one's a bit bland, but the artwork seems to have been improved, and it owes a lot to the actual story of what's going to happen. But let's move on, shall we? So the comic opens in Colombia, and it's all about how Dad's like, "Oh, I'm sorry sorry about the drugs and everything," and the dog goes, "Dad, I know, I've got something to tell you." And then it skips to Tony, and he's experimenting with new suits, and Pep's like, "Isn't plate step backwards?" And the whole liquid metal. It's like he explains how no, you need a specific suit for a specific job, so he's clearly up to something. And I must admit, Tony looks a lot better in this comic than he has in the others. He really does. So yeah, so he moves on, and he puts on his stealth suit, and Pepper's like, "Isn't that dangerous? Don't you need the power?" And he goes, "No," because who needs power when you're not going to get seen? So he goes off and flies off to this Columbia house, and he's actually hired some of Tony's old enemies to keep the extremists safe. So Tony gets there and he sneaks in, and he has a little moment, little snide dig at Natasha, and he gets down and he finds out that the teenage girl he saw at the start's actually now hooked up to a hospital bed. And so he goes and wakes her up, and he goes, "Sorry, Natasha." And Living Laser comes in and bursts him through the wall, and they go outside and they have a fight. And because Tony's not got much power, he can't really fight back much, so he has to use the smart connect. He has to use his brains to beat them, which he does. And he goes and talks to the dad, and the dad explains how he only wants extremists to cure his daughter's cancer. That's all it's for. And there's a really nice moment between Tony and the dad. And Tony realizes what it is and everything. So he helps because he's done extremists before. He explains how he's been infected with extremists and everything like that. And he explains how he's done it before and the effects of it. So he saves the girl because he puts in the new upgrade code to make her live, and injects her with it. And the comic ends with Tony saying, "Don't thank me. I'm the one who spent the guy in his 20s making weapons. May is the good one here." He's respecting Maya, and the comic ends. The artwork in this one's been fairly decent, really has. A lot better than the others, a lot better. Um, I enjoyed this issue because even though it wasn't uh, as action packed as the last one, it still had action in it. But even though it wasn't as action packed as the last one, I enjoyed it. I felt I had more to put across to us, and that's why I enjoyed it. So I'm gonna give this one 7.5. No, I was gonna say 6.5, 7.5, but yeah, 7.5 out of 10 because there's still areas to be improved, um, but it's enjoyable. So definitely getting more enjoyable. 7.5 out of 10. See you guys next time.